All right. Oh, I got this music extra loud. Hello and welcome to Drunken Dragon Gaming, where the drinks are cold, the meals are warm, and the games are on fire. Tonight we're jumping back into Eden Crafters. We're going to be checking out the new map that just unlocked this month. Pyraxis. This planet is covered in lava, and this thing is super hot. So it's going to be an interesting ride. And we'll be starting brand new. Hopefully everything plays nice for us, because I had to do some weird stuff to Streamlabs to get it to actually capture the game this time. Ooh.
Warning, low energy.
That's a lot of lava. And instantly high temperatures. Alright, materials and spaceship. Let's grab everything. Oh. Okay, goes a few rocks. Alright, where do we want to put our house at? We better think fast. Take a look around. Of course, we're already low on oxygen. That did not take long. Alright. There's an iron node over there I can already see. So, guess we are just going to deploy the drone. Alright. Get our living compartment in place. Kind of build it up to the edge here. We're out of cement. Q. And put a workbench down. Alright, now make ourselves a bit of cement. We're gonna need more space. Hey, Brobots, Merry Christmas. Good to see you. I hope you all had a good Christmas. I need more rock. Some more cement. All right. iron plates. Okay, we need a little bit more iron. It's not iron, but copper's going to be... Oh, hey, look, there's iron right there. Well, that's handy. There's some iron. There's a bunch of iron over here. Look at that. Getting a little bit of a stutter in the game. It's unusual. Hey, squirrel. Merry Christmas, buddy. There we go. Alright, one electric panel. Gotta make some cable. What are we missing? It needs 2 pieces of cable. Alright, gotta go find more copper. Is that copper? There we go. Okay. Now we got our electric panel. Geothermal units. That's new. Iron plates, iron rods. Alright, let's get some iron plates and some cement so we can just start generating some iron. Hope you and the kids had a good Christmas, squirrel. Alright, then let's get a bunch of rock. Oh, nice robots. Yeah, it got up to 75 degrees here today. It did not feel like Christmas just because of the temperature. Alright, that should be able to get us some cement. Yeah, my son was excited. He said his favorite thing was the Nintendo Switch that Santa brought him. Alright, that'll get us a start. This planet's very inhospitable. But we're going to make it hospitable somehow. Give me that. Alright. Let's go here. This is what they want us to build, so we're going to pin that. Turn all that into plates. Just barely enough. I don't like the stutter this game's seeming to have every once in a while. Alright, they want us to build this geothermal thing. I guess the first one build is just going to be right outside the house, so we can have some decent temperatures to work with. Because let's see, this gives us 10 megawatts, alright, and it starts to regulate the temperature in this area so we stop taking damage from the heat. So we'll let it do its thing for a second. Make a plant grower. Alright. We need iron plates, quartz, and rocks. Okay. There's the iron. Pretty certain I saw some quartz over here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the temperature's dropped a little bit. I can at least survive in it. Oh, and rocks. Forgot to grab our rocks. Okay, now we get our plant grower down. Alright, now, assembling bench. Gears and cables. We gotta find more copper. Copper seems to be fairly scarce. Oh, no, there's some right over here. But it's not in vast amounts. That was osmium. Alright. Assembling bench. There it goes. There's what we're looking for, the advanced miner. Alright, let's get this here. Boy, that unlocked all kinds of stuff. That's still producing. How much was it to make these things? Just plates and rods. Okay. I already plan on a few of those. Alright, so an advanced miner. That wants gears, iron rods, iron plates. Oh boy. Lots of iron. Hey, Lunas. Merry Christmas, brother. That gives us all the plates we need. Now we want rods, so we're going to need a bit more. One gear. Alright, we have just barely enough. Let's make our advanced miner. We're going to put it over here, I think. Yeah, we'll put it over here. Alright. Let's grab some of this out of here. Oh, I had to eat half my food cans already. Jeez. Alright, so a forge. More iron plates. Well, we're going to go over to this thing because it pulls a lot more. How was your Christmas, Loomis? Alright. Got some plates. But I don't have the splitters yet. Alright. Let's set the forge here. I already know my plan is going to be to run 2 of these. Now the question is, did I leave myself enough plates? Of course I didn't. Right, yeah, now it wants us to do the whole... Oh, hey, the forges actually make noise now. That's cool. That's very cool. Alright, what's it want for a container? Maybe that'll unlock some stuff for me. There we go. What do I need for a splitter? We need a circuit board. Jeez, we need copper. Okay. So the first thing I want to get automated is going to be iron plates and iron rods. We get those running into a warehouse, then that'll help us get into pretty good shape. Alright, Chad, I'm going to grab a smoke real quick before getting deeper into this. Yeah, I debated on a few things of what to stream tonight. I even thought about doing Santa Craft. That's a cute little one to play. But I was itching to get into this map, so. Yeah, the kids were excited about our stuff. My wife seems to have been somewhat excited about what I got her for Christmas, so that's a win. And my oldest, well, she got what she wanted. She just wanted books. Tons and tons and tons of books. Which I tell you what, I am more than happy to oblige on that. Mm. Now, this is going to give the system time to kind of stock up some stuff too for us, so. Ooh, that would be a smart way to do this. If I put in a container V2 in front of the two forges. Both forges will feed that container, so it'll be getting loaded up with iron ingots being made. Then, because it has two outputs on the container, we can have that container actually split our materials a little bit better between plates and rods. That is going to be a plan. Still going to need a splitter. So we need silica. What else do we need? We need a copper plate. Alright, we gotta go hunt for copper. Look at that, temperature's nice. I wonder how far the temperature lasts. Oh, hey, there's copper. I thought I saw another block of copper. There we go. There's some copper. There's some more copper. There's some more copper. Copper. Basalt over here. Alright. Regular rocks. More iron. Alright, looks like a lot of basalt. Rocks. Okay. What's it want to make the O2 tank? Copper plates. Oh, okay. I got a feeling that's going to be a little while. Alright, but we got enough to get our circuit board. Which means we can do this. That one goes there. That one goes there. And this, do a sharp turn over to here. Alright. That works well. Alright, so now we want part producers. They need circuit boards. We're never going to get away from this issue with iron or copper. Did we get this? We did. Okay. This might be our better choice to go after at the moment. We get this analysis radar. And we'll be able to find if there's a copper deposit nearby. So let's work towards that. Alright, antenna wants copper plates. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 copper plates. Rotor needs cables. That's more copper. Okay. We are going to be on the hunt for copper. Looks like copper is going to be our major demand. Because I have not seen a large copper node yet. Ooh, we've got graphite right next to us. Cool. When it comes time to make steel, nice. There's some copper. Oh, I see one down here. Check back up here, see if we see anything up in these ridges. Oh man, the oxygen thing. Well, found another iron node. Oh, great. I think we're going to run out of oxygen. Yep, there is no way of getting back. Right, let's check up this way. Anything around this graphite? There's some copper. Oh, I think that's copper right there. Okay, so just on the other side of this hill. Yes, copper deposit. Okay, awesome. We can work with that. May just need to go ahead and set up a drill. Oh, alright. So we're outside the range of the thing that helps protect us from the heat. Alright, well, instead of trying to go and find... Oh, we go straight to oxygen critical? Man, that high heat eats our oxygen. Oh, shoot. Couldn't quite make it back to the base. Luckily, when we die, we don't lose any of our stuff, so... Alright, we got some copper ore. Let's make some ingots. Alright, now, we need 2 plates for the circuit boards. We need 2 plates for the antenna. And we're short. Okay. What does it take to make this thing? Iron rods, gears. Okay. You know what? We'll have ingots out here. First things first, let's make a whole bunch of plates. Hey, Bree! Merry Christmas. Happy Boxing Day to you. I hope you have plenty of fantastic leftovers, since, you know, that's what the Boxing Day is all about. Make fried rice today. There you go. My plan is to take my family out for breakfast in the morning so that Mama doesn't have to cook or anything, and she can actually have a little bit of a break. Alright, now what we're working towards, so we know the copper is over here, but we also know we start hitting temperature issues. Yeah, so we get over here, we start having temperature issues. So let's start by putting one of these down, and that can help regulate some temperature over here. And then well, it shouldn't be high temperatures for long. There we go. Oh, I didn't make the gears. Forgot to make the gears. Oh, where's the forge one? So I'm going to add a forge to this. Iron plates, cement. Okay. Does this require cement? It does. Okay, so we'll need to make some cement. Alright. Need to make some gears. So we're going to just go ahead and make 10 of them. This is going to tide us over for a little while. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas, Bree. I decided I'm tired of hunting for copper, so we're just going to go ahead and get the rig set up on that copper node so that we can just have a source of copper coming in. Alright, so now got everything we need for that. Have almost everything we need for that because we need 9 cement and we've got 8. Well, I got enough. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, our weather here, I mean, you know, I'm in the U.S. Uh, our weather here today really threw us because, you know, here in the Southeast, typically Christmas time, we're usually in, you know, it's usually 40 degrees Fahrenheit, you know, 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, thereabouts. Sometimes we get an actual cold burst. Yeah, have an actual cold Christmas. But anytime it's cold, we don't get any moisture. So, you know, I personally have never seen a white Christmas. But today, it got up to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, bear with me just a moment. I'm going to grab a quick smoke before getting this copper build going. But yeah. For us, it's weird when your weather is warm enough for short sleeves and shorts, or you'd be outside on the barbecue. Wow. Oh my goodness, Bree. That's quite the range of temperatures to have there. Oh, sorry, excuse me. That sneeze just jumped up on me. But yeah, with this crazy weather, my sinuses have gone nuts. Now, what's really wild is that next week, on Monday and Tuesday, we're supposed to be below freezing pretty much the first half of the week. So, New Year's is going to be very cold. But Tasmania got snow. Wow. Oh, hey, I know what that weather's like. That's my normal summertime weather here. Okay. All right, we're gonna go get that made. Oh wow, nice. Oh yeah, you and me both. I do not sleep well when I'm overheating. Alright, then we are going to attach a belt to that. And we are going to come out over here somewhere. It's so nice that it digs its own tunnel. Alright, let me go get oxygen. I'm working on it. Alright, now we want to put down a forge. Just one for now. I haven't decided where the warehouse is going to go. I'm thinking somewhere in that general vicinity. So let's put the forge here. And then of course I ran out of iron plates. We're getting there. Automation's starting to happen. Yep. I got my wife got me a nice new comforter for the couch for when I do the late night streams, because she's a bit of a light sleeper, so I try not to wake her up at night. So when I stream a bit later or stay a little bit later, then I crash on the couch so I don't wake her up. Plates, iron plates. So my goal tonight is going to be to at least get our first warehouse put in, where we'll get iron plates, rods, copper plates, concrete, and quartz. I'd rather get silica, which I may decide to do, but that'll be the beginning. Alright, now this goes there. Alright, now we've got copper. That is going to help a ton. And tonight, YouTube and Stream have the opposite issue they normally have. Tonight, Streamlabs is telling me I've got 4 viewers, and YouTube's telling me I have 1. There you go. Well, the wife gets up early with the kids and everything for school and all that kind of stuff. So, and with all the running around errands that she does, um, she really does need a rest. So, I try to be a conscientious husband that way. And I got her a nice new set of perfume, 4 different scents, so 4 different bottles. She was kind of excited about it because I don't ever buy her perfume. Oh, there you go. My house is too small for that. Alright, this is filling up. So now we are going to take all that and we're going to make a bunch of copper plates. Or no, not a bunch of copper plates. Because we need some wire. So let's do 10 cable and the rest is plates. Man, I've developed a bit of a runny nose. Well, on other nights recently, it's it's told me I've got 50 plus. Granted, I didn't expect a whole lot of viewers tonight. It's Christmas. Alright, now grab all this, convert that into rubber. Wow, it takes 5 to make 1. Jeez. And then 2 to make a belt. Wow. That is expensive. Alright, well, we got some belts now. So now I should be able to come over here. I'm short on silica. Do I have? Yes. Alright, give me 2 silica. That'll give me 2 circuit boards. Alright, an antenna. And a rotor. Alright, that guy's everything. Awesome. Alright, now, we built this building kind of big, so what I'm going to do is we're going to build it up here. There we go. Now we can see all the deposits around us. Ah, there you go. Alright, there is copper there. Tons of iron over here. There's a cobalt. There's a quartz over there to the east. I don't see much up in this area. Alright. So now I want part producers. Oh, no. First I want this. Alright, so we need iron beams and tons of iron plates. Alright, well then let's grab these. And we'll make iron plates. And then we'll grab some more to make some more rods. Maybe. Alright, let's get the plates made. Apparently we need iron beams, which is plates and rods. And they want 3 and 5. We need 4 of these. Oh, okay. So we are good with our materials for building this. Okay. I'm really curious to see if this is going to work the way I want it to. I think logistically it should work out pretty good. Oh, we've unlocked the warehouse. Yay. Alright. So now we're going to let both these forges fill this container, which holds a lot more. And then this container is going to have these 2 exits coming out of it, and it's going to run into 2 different part producers. So now I want the recipe for the part producer in our pocket. Hey, we need more circuit boards and more iron beams. I gotta make sure I double this recipe. Alright, so we need 2 more gears. And then we need enough for 3 iron beams, so 6 iron beams. So let's make 30. Make 30 rods. And then we're going to do the rest with plates. Hopefully that's enough to make 6 iron beams. Alright, there's 6 iron beams. Okay, great. Alright, so then we need 4 circuit boards. So we need some more quartz. Are there any more quartz just sitting over here? I think I picked up all the quartz from over here. I think I see some quartz in the distance over there, maybe? If I get lucky. Okay, so this area over here starts doing high temperatures. Once I've got these plates and rods going, and they start loading up into a warehouse, then we'll be able to throw those geothermal units down wherever we want to. That will make things much easier. Alright, so that's the quartz. We're going to take all that quartz and turn it into silica. Then we're going to make 4 circuit boards. Then we're going to collect some rocks to be able to make some more cement. That should be plenty for cement. Alright, cement. Alright, that's got our 2 part producers ready. We are going to need some more iron plates, though, because 7 iron plates isn't going to get us by. So, before we get started, we're going to make some more iron plates. Need the iron plates to be able to make the conveyors that we're going to run. Alright, now, part producer, line this one up about there, and then line this one up just a little off center there. Alright, now we're going to tell this one we want plates. We're going to tell this one we want rods. Now they need a place for their stuff to go. Now I think there's no reason to build a level 2 container. So 2 level 1 containers should be plenty for the time being. Like that. Alright, now. Oh, we're going to be low on plates. Alright, we'll give that a minute. Throw a little bit in there. We gotta go get some oxygen anyways. And eat a little bit of food. That'll be plenty for now. Alright, we have plates and rods automated. And then, when it gets around time to make the warehouse, we'll run belts from these 2 containers over to the warehouse. Because the warehouse lets you access this material from anywhere on the map. So that's got our first 2 pieces going. Now, once we've got this kind of stockpiling a little bit, then we're going to go build the same thing. Just the forge. It won't need a little assembly machine. But we're going to build it next to that rock so we can have cement going. And then we're going to take the copper and we're going to split it into making plates and cable. Come think of it, might need to just set up, since the quartz is as far away as it is. I think what we'll do is set up another little house over by it, so we're not constantly running out of oxygen. And we'll go ahead and plan on a second warehouse. So we'll plan on the first warehouse being the iron plates, iron rods, concrete, and then the copper plates and the cable. That way we have basics running into the warehouse, which will make construction in other areas much easier. Yeah, so this is the 5th planet that they have released. This planet is actually a bit more of a challenge. You've got Nose Prime, which is the first planet to play on. That one's kind of your beginner storyline. The next planet you go to is an ocean planet. That one has its own challenge because it has massive tidal waves that are like the size of the Empire State Building. And you have to build a rocket. It's very science fiction, but you have to build a rocket that's going to drag that planet's moon slightly further out of orbit so that it stops creating tidal waves. And then you also have to make the planet all nice and green, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to make the planet habitable for people from Earth to come live on. The next planet they had available is a kind of weird. It's a gas giant type thing, and so there's land, but the land's all kind of floating. And so you've got to kind of work your way through that because it's getting hit with meteor strikes. And every time a meteor strike hits, either an island appears or an island disappears. Which makes some of the builds on that one really challenging, especially if you're building on an island that gets knocked out and all your stuff's on it. That was frustrating. The next one after that, that planet actually has a whole storyline thing on it that we actually haven't finished. Pi and I were playing on it. We've got it close to finished. And now this is the 5th planet, Pyraxis, which is the lava planet. And so the challenge this was presenting is the fact that this thing is just extremely hot. And so I'm taking damage almost every time I walk out the front door. Each planet has its own unique things that can be built on it to help make it habitable. So I can see that. The only thing is that you're not traveling to other planets. You're doing everything just on the local. But I've always enjoyed this game because it's, in my opinion, it's a nice chill game. There's no alien attacks. There's nothing like that comes in. Yes, this was absolutely the smart way to do this. Yeah. Yep, I see this as having been the smart way to do this. I've never built it that way before. I don't know why I've never thought about doing it that way. Alright, now, I know we want to get around to the warehouse, but first, okay. First, what we're going to do, we're going to go back to this. Let's these iron plates and gears. I need to make another factory that's making gears. Alright. So we're going to highlight this for the moment. Do I have any rods in my pocket? I do. So let's make gears. And I'm shy on gears. Alright. So come out here. Now we don't have to make rods anymore, so we can just grab a couple stacks of rods. Make some more gears. I'm just keeping extra gears in my pocket too. Just makes more sense. Alright. Now, that just wants iron plates. That's for the advanced miner. Now, let's look at what the forge wants. The forge wants iron plates and cement. Alright, so that's 5 cement. That is 4 cement, so 9 cement. Okay, so we're good there. So we just need... Okay, we just need to grab a stack of plates. Cool. That makes that easy. So let's grab 2 stacks of plates out of here. And we're going to come down here to where there's this big rock. Okay, high temperatures over here. It's only 52 degrees, 57 degrees Celsius. Nice. It's a little bit on the warm side. And then we're going to put a forge down. Alright, and then run a belt from this up to here. And that'll get that forge making cement for us. Now, in the meantime, I do have enough. Alright. Well, in that case, we are going to slap this down right here. So that you can start altering temperature over there. Also producing a little extra power to our power grid. Now, we want a small container again. Eventually you can build roads and trains and all that kind of fun stuff. Alright, we are going to put this right there. And build a belt from you to you. Alright. That's got to set up with concrete being made. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to need 2 of these again. So I know it shows a mission over the left-hand side talking about, reach the deep underground reserves of water. Thing is, I don't have any of the basic materials being made just yet, so I'm trying to get all the basic materials going first. And then, as we get loaded up into a warehouse, that'll make it easier for building elsewhere. Alright, so we're going to have to grab copper ingots out of here. And I might want some more quartz. So I need to plan on doing to the copper the same thing that I did to the iron. Now, since everything's kind of lined up this way, and I think that the warehouse is going to go somewhere. It's probably going to go somewhere over there, where it's not in the way. Yeah, I'm trying to make it back to the base. Man, we burned through this auction so fast. Oh, you know what? That's what I need. That's what I need to be working on. Oh. All right. What did this thing want to make this? Oh. Well, then let's just go ahead and make that. All right. Now our auction lasts us a good bit longer. In the meantime, we need 6 iron beams. So we need plates and rods. We have enough gears. So we need 6 of these. Okay, there's 6. All right, circuit boards. Gonna need 4 of these. 5. Okay. Cement we'll just grab from over there. Now, that was iron plates and cement. Okay. And then what's the splitter one? Iron plates, circuit board. Okay. Alright. I think we've got ourselves... Oh, almost squared away. No. We need 4 more iron beams. then, because we spent all that, we're going to need more iron plates. So we'll grab 2 more stacks of that sort. Alright. Then we run over here and grab cement out of this container. That's probably more than I need. Alright, so we're going to put down a second forge. Line up nicely, please. Okay, fine. You can be slightly elevated then. We'll need to come back a little bit farther. Okay. Now let's get a splitter here. Make sure we can put a splitter in a way that that belt will still attach to it. That should not work. Oh boy. Where's the belt? Oh, I can't wait till I get my jetpack again. Oh. You're gonna make this real difficult on me. Well, where did you put the... I'm gonna run out of oxygen trying to find the end of this conveyor. That goes there. Alright, now, this one. Can't believe it's willing to do that kind of bend, but okay. Alright, that'll bring the copper down to those. Well, you gotta go back and get some oxygen. I'm working on it. I'm running as fast as I can. Okay. Now, we're going to put part producers right here. Oh, after I put this in place. So we're going to put this in place right here. Okay, that's a pretty clean belt. Alright, then in front of this, so we're going to put the 2 part producers. Alright, then we're going to program them. You are going to make plates. You are going to make cable. And this goes there. That goes there. Alright, and then smaller containers. Good, we've got just enough. plates and cables being made. Alright, let me go back and get some oxygen. Alright, so we got rods, iron plates, cement, copper plates, cable. Got all that being made now. How are we doing our power? Okay. Power's having a little bit of a choke issue. Tasks. The lava problem. Complete the next objective in the planet analyzer. Wow, look at how hot that section is. Oh my goodness. Oh, excuse me just a second. Yeah. Oh. Sneezes. Sorry, had to blow my brains out my nose. Nose has gotten all runny. Alright, next thing to focus on is going to be getting the courts going. Now, once we have the courts going, then we'll be able to build the warehouse. And honestly, we'll be able to, with the way I'm doing this, we'll be able to slap down 2 warehouses fairly quickly. Other than the fact they require a ridiculous amount of power. So, for the moment, those can produce up to 24, but these have a problem with high temperatures. So I think we're going to focus on this. So let's grab some iron plates and iron rods. What you got, buddy?
My Nintendo, the Switch Lite.
Oh.
So I have this new thing. So this one needs winter, and this one needs moving platforms, and this one's just a regular word.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's checking out the different modes in one of the 2 games we got him for Christmas. So you got the Super Mario Deluxe and Pokemon Z to A. Oh yeah, he's super stoked about it. And the thing that I've loved is the fact that he's not even realizing that he's doing something that's really awesome, but he plays it for a little while, and then he says, I'm done with this for now. I'm going to go play with Legos. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm watching the temperature gauge. Really? Low oxygen already? Man. I swear, these high temperatures make me use up my oxygen so fast. Alright. Anyhow, what I'm trying to do, we're going to build some more of these geothermal things because we put down enough machines that the power grid's actually choking a little bit. But I'm trying to put them somewhere so the temperature actually go down over here. Alright, it's getting a little bit warmer over here. So then I think we will put one of these right there. Then we're going to put another one over here by this rock. Then I'm going to put another one over there. Alright, the quartz deposit said it's supposed to be somewhere in this general vicinity. Oh, hey, there's a cave. Wonder what we can find in there. Oh, hey, there's the quartz deposit. Alright, well then let's go ahead and put ourselves a little temperature thing there. And because I know I can't run all the way back to the house, we are going to go ahead and put us a little outpost there so we can get our oxygen back. Alright. So quartz is going to get split 3 different ways. Do I have... No. I don't have gears. Okay. What's wrong, buddy?
To Pokemon Legends.
Okay. Did you swap out your card?
When I swap it, it does the black screen.
Because you didn't exit out of the game. Yeah. So remember what I told you? You have to tell it to exit out of the game. Okay. So what disc do you have in there right now? Alright. You can swap your card. Alright. Put this cartridge in here, buddy. And now it recognizes it. Okay. Now you can start playing again.
Yep.
Alright, there you go. He's learning. It's his first time ever having a game system, so. Oh, and now I need oxygen again. Alright, so we need gears. And we're going to need a forge. Wait a minute. What does glass get made in? Part producer. And then it requires silica. Okay. So glass requires silica. We just need silica in general. And we're going to want quartz. So How do we want to do that? Alright, so I think we're going to need the three-way splitter. So it's 2 circuit boards. Alright. Let's go grab some of this quartz from up here. Alright, we got the temperature all nice and stuff from here all the way back to the base, looks like. Let's see what we're looking at. 80 megawatts currently in the network. So we'll need 5 more of those to build the second warehouse. So, but we're also going to need it for the machines we're getting ready to build. So, do we have enough to build some more? We do. Alright. Let's come up here somewhere. Give it a random spot to be in. Put that one there. Then I think what we want to do is come up and over this side. Add something in there. Add that there. Alright, that's as good as we can get right now. But this should definitely help with the temperature. And I should have been paying attention to my oxygen. Now, once we get the water going, we can actually start getting plant life going, as long as we can keep the temperature at a good rate. And once we have plant life going, it starts actually generating oxygen in the area, and so our oxygen loss reduces to the point eventually where you've got trees and stuff growing where you don't lose any oxygen at all. Alright, so, I need to do this. Trying to clear out some of my inventory here. That stuff that I just don't need in my pocket. Alright. Okay, so we are talking a bunch of different parts. Iron plates and gears. Then 2 of these. So that's iron plates and cement. Then 1 of these. Alright, so 3 iron beams, 2 circuit boards. silica. Alright, now 3, 4, because we need the 2 for the splitter. Alright. Yeah, because from this you have a 2-way splitter. No, it's going to be a 3-way splitter. Yeah, 3-way splitter feeding into 2 forges, which then 3-way splitter. These iron plates, I can just grab those. That's not a problem. This needs 2 circuit boards, and then the containers. Okay, 7 iron beams, 3 iron beams. Alright, now we need gears as well. Alright. Trying to make sure I've got everything in my pocket. Getting over there to make. That needs 4 iron beams. This needs 3 iron beams, so we need 7 iron beams. So we don't have enough iron beams yet. So 2 more. Alright, so we're good there. We're good there, I think. Okay, need to grab a stack of rods. Splitter's good. It's only one of those. I think I'm going to run out of iron plates. So we're going to grab 3 more stacks of iron plates. Alright, now we're going to make our way over there. But yeah, it's far enough away that I definitely want to put a second warehouse over there. I'm not sure what else is over there, but it just makes more sense. Oh, there's an iron node right there, looks like. Is that iron or copper? I think it's iron. They've got us lots of iron in this area, so this area is set up for doing some massive work with iron. There's 2 irons up there. Jeez. So we are going to get ourselves set up here. Alright, so I think we'll use that open field down there for production. So I forgot to grab rods. Silly me. Now, once we have most of these basic components being made, I don't mind having to craft more advanced things by hand. Later on, we'll actually get that stuff actually being automated as well. But getting the basics going into a warehouse will make our lives exponentially easier. And then, because we've already seemed to have kind of fixed some of the temperature stuff out here, we're going to look at going ahead and getting getting the rest of this starting to set up with see if we can actually grow some greenery. Okay, we need rods. Alright. Let's just throw this stuff on the ground. So I don't have a trash can yet. So I actually get rid of that stuff. Because honestly, the big thing is going to be trying to figure out how we're going to do the power. Now, we could probably, because we got the temperature stuff taken care of over here, we could probably get away with making some windmills and get a solid windmill farm going. Because they're not going to be in extreme temperatures. I love seeing these little machines that are, you know, regulating temperature or whatnot. It's pretty cool. Alright, get some oxygen. Now, let's get this quartz thing going. Alright, let's get a splitter put down. This feeds into 2 forges. Then this forge goes into a part producer. Oh, I think I screwed myself up. I left out the No, 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 no. This has actually being done correctly because I don't have a way to. I can't do it like I did with the copper and the iron. Alright, so this one goes here. And this exit goes there. This exit goes there. Alright, this is going to be making glass. Alright, so now build 3 of these. And then this goes to this one. This goes to this one. And then lastly, grab from here. Okay, make sure we get a decent run here. That goes to there. Okay, okay, okay. Let me go get oxygen. Hey, Knucklehead, how you doing, buddy? Merry Christmas, buddy. Hope you had a good Christmas. All right. That should get that. That should get that producing the way we want to. So now, chat, we're gonna do. We want to give the quartz factory just a little bit of time to run. Not much time. Basically enough time for me to grab a smoke. And then we'll get the 2 warehouses put down. And then we'll tackle the power issue that's going to happen from putting down the 2 warehouses. And then once we've done that, then we will get the progress moving forward with the water and everything. But we really needed to get all these basics going first so that it'd be easier for us in the long run. Because, you know, why make it more difficult on yourself? Yeah, Knucklehead, I hope you had a good Christmas. We've had a fairly good one. I'm looking forward to going to sleep tonight with my new comforter. It's extra comfy. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Yeah, I saw your message that you got the Corsair headset that I'd recommended to you. How are you liking it? Now, to get full advantage out of it, you should get the IQ, download the IQ software, ICUE. It's free, but that'll let you actually handle the equalizer and everything else on that headset. Because then you can do the equalizer. That's how the sound comes across so nicely on my streams and everything. Because it runs the equalizer for my headset, but that also translates into the stream. All right, this is looking good. I mean, it's running slower than I'd like for it to, but that's because I'm doing a 3-way split instead of a 2-way split. Because we need raw quartz in our inventory. Now, how are we on glass? How much do we need? All right. It is time to make this happen. All right, well, let's get the first 30. And we're going to come down and we're going to get the first warehouse put together. Now I run mine with the base boost equalizer settings. And actually, the other night, I didn't have my IQ software turned on, and that was how I got a complete confirmation that it was actually working the way I wanted it to. When I actually did turn it on, all of a sudden the sound changed for everyone on the stream with the game I was playing, and it sounded 100% better. Oh, wait, while I'm running by here, I need some cable. I need some cement. I need more cement. Then we need another stack of iron plates after we grab some oxygen. I love the fact that a lot of machines now have sounds in this game. They're not completely silent like they had been in the past. Alright, first warehouse. We are going to put the first warehouse right here. So I think that has it pretty well out of the way. Alright, no problem, buddy. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, now figuring out how this belt work's going to work. First off, we're going to need a lot more than 7 iron plates. So I think the first one going into the warehouse is going to be the iron plates. So we got to decide on how that's going to run to over there. Okay, I see where it's going to go to. Alright, so bring you alongside here. And then go for the long haul over here. Ah, it's running through the machine. I didn't want that. But I don't have a good way to avoid it either. Alright, let's go get oxygen. And then from here we need more plates. And the more I think about it, the more I'm going, you know what? I'm just trying to get this stuff over here. So no, we're not doing that. There we go. You're gonna come over here. You are gonna do this little maneuver here. Just kind of line up. There you go. Should get there and line up. Oh, that's not what I expected you to do. Of course I'm running out of oxygen again. No, I'm going to die this time. There's no way I'm making it back to that house. But I did manage to finish conveyors. So now, supposedly, aha! That is cool. So now, on the map, you can right-click on the warehouse, and it shows you what it has in its inventory. Why hasn't it gotten anything in there? Oh, because it's still working on traveling. Okay. There we go. Now that is a beautiful thing. So that's the first step. Now, we gotta get to our second step. 120 in the demand. I see it's going up over 90, so that means there's only 30 left. That means I can build these, no problem. 5 and 4, 6 and 5. These are better. So let's get 5 or 6 more of these put down. Because they're kind of out of the way. Don't really notice them. Oh, sorry. These sneezes are just sneaking up on me today. Alright, it's got 180. But it still classifies as high temperature. No, it's regulating the temperature as much as it possibly can. Apparently, being right next to lava. Is a little bit on the warm side. Oh, shoot. Well, that was unfortunate. Yeah, I'll be happy to help run you through IQ. Alright, so now, when I look at warehouse, the only thing I need is glass panes. Which works out, because the glass panes are being made over where I'm putting the other warehouse. Look at that. The lines are already backed up. Means the warehouse is full. That is fantastic. Once that's done, then we can move forward with the mission there on the left-hand corner, and we'll get the water extractor put down. and see what that entails. Alright, with the way this place looks, because I've got extra iron over there, I think first we're going to go get some oxygen. And eat some food. Okay. Now this one's only going to have 3 items going into it. That's okay. Make sure we're not really blocking off anything. And we're going to put the warehouse right over here. That should work. Alright, now this one has a belt. That should go there. This one has a belt that needs to come out a little ways. This one also comes out a little ways, like so. That's going to go there. Alright. That's got that looking pretty good. And that's got its quartz, silica, and glass all running into the warehouse now. So, go get some oxygen. Now, I got a crap ton of copper ingots in my pocket. Where on the map are we? Okay, we're in this little segment here. Alright, so this is the extreme heat. And it changes the house icon depending on which place you've gone to last. So whichever house it is that you were in last, if you meet your unfortunate end, that's where you'll respawn at. So, yeah, we got ourselves a nice little setup going here. Power's got a nice little zone that it's occupying, so we got a lot of area that we can make use of for building. So now it wants us to build this water thing. What does it want? It wants rotors. We gotta go back to the other house for that. Which means I am going to want to do this. Alright, so we're going to need extra rocks. And the way we're going to get rocks is we're actually going to go down to that smelter making the concrete. And we're just going to take the rocks out of it. So that just makes more sense. And then we'll see if we can actually kind of green up at least this region over here. I think that would be nice. I'm going to go here and get some oxygen. I should have grabbed some rocks. Because I have a suspicion we're going to need a lot of those water extractors. So see, I'm going to look at this forage and say, alright, give me 2 stacks of rocks. I'm actually rather glad that I oversized the base now. And the reason for that, the reason I'm happy about that is because rubber is really freaking expensive. Line up. All right. And yes, we're going to need that many plant growers. We need to give those plant growers a little bit of time to produce. Because trying to do this off of just one plant grower, that's going to take flipping forever. So while we give those growers a moment to develop their stuff, I'm gonna grab a quick smoke. And while I'm grabbing a quick smoke, we'll talk about what the kids got for Christmas. You know. So my oldest, she got an heirloom for Christmas. Book that was my mother's. Then it was mine, and then it became my brother's. Is now my daughter's, and so she has a original copy of Charles Dickens with Oliver Twist, Christmas Carol, and Tale of Two Cities. She also got the entire set of the Rick Riordan books, the not the Percy Jackson, but the other set, the sister set to it. And she's loving that. And then she also got a copy of Fantastic Beasts, the J.K. Rowling book. So she is very excited. She got 7 novels basically to read. My youngest, he is geared up and excited. Y'all already got to hear him talking a little bit. He is playing his Switch, because he got a new Nintendo Switch, and we got him the Super Mario game, and got him the Pokemon Zeta A game, the Pokemon Legends Zeta A. I'm not real familiar with it, but it looks pretty cool. I was actually playing it with him for a little bit. But I really wanted him to play the game so he can kind of get used to using the controller and everything, because he's still trying to get the hand-eye coordination with the controller. And then he got a bunch of Lego sets. He was over the moon about his Lego sets. And then the middle one, she got her American Girl doll. But we also got most of the accessories to go with her too, because she's a gymnast. My daughter's a gymnast, but so is her doll, apparently. And so she comes with a set of uneven bars and the mats and the beam. And so it's been fun watching her, taking her doll and having her doll do her routines that she has. So she's all geared up by that, especially since she and her doll now have matching leotards. I also got all of them a box of rocks. That sounds awesome, doesn't it? They're rock painting kits, so they can paint rocks. But I threatened to get them rocks for Christmas, and so I did. But yeah, the kids have had a fantastic Christmas. And then of course, Mrs. Dragon, I got her a really nice set of 4 different perfume bottles with different scents. She likes all of them, so that's a bonus for me. And I got a nice new comfy comforter. So yeah, it's been a very nice Christmas. Nice and relaxed too, because we did Christmas with my wife's family last weekend. And my family is German, and so traditionally in German families we do the gifts and everything. We do all that on Christmas Eve. And so we did Christmas with my wife's family last weekend. We did Christmas with my family, with my mom and my brothers, last night. And so today we were able to do Christmas in the morning, and we didn't have to go anywhere. And so it meant the kids actually got time to sit down and actually play with their new toys and everything. Because, man, I tell you what, growing up, and even for our kids, it's awful, because you get Christmas morning, woo, Santa's in here. You open up all the presents. You're all excited about all the stuff you got, and then it's like, okay, time to get dressed. We gotta go. And then because they're going to be getting other stuff, you're telling them, no, all the stuff that you got this morning, you have to leave here at the house. And you can play with it when we get home. And of course, you don't get home until it's late at night, so it's awful for the kids. So having this kind of setup is really, really fantastic. I'm rather enjoying having the nice, relaxing Christmas day. All right. Now, okay, first we're going to make 10 food boxes, just so we have those on us. Then we're going to take the rest of it and turn it into rubber. It costs 5 organic per piece of rubber. Alright, then, because we're working on getting the water thing going, it needs 2 rotors. Alright, rotors want 2 rubber belts per. So we are just going to go ahead and take all this, and we're just going to turn all the rubber belts. Now, the thing that I don't have going, that would be a good idea for me to do, as far as basic materials going, I really should make another factory, making iron rods, and then making those iron rods into gears, and then have those gears going into a warehouse. That would make our lives just a hair easier. Alright, but we need 2 rotors. Alright, now I'm just going to stick this here because I don't know exactly how it works. Use the build menu to create a treehouse. The tree houses need... Oh, okay. They become a little less expensive. That produces 50, and 50 goes into the greenhouse. So that makes things easy. We'll grab 10 out of that. And we'll just slap down a greenhouse right there. And then we need to make a pipe. What does it cost for pipes? Iron plates, okay. Alright. Now they want me to make a ground fertilizer. Alright, that wants more water. So we're going to make another one. Put another water pump like here. And then put a ground fertilizer. What am I missing? Missing organics. You know what? This is already making organics, so I'll grab the organics out of that. Alright. This just wants an input. So we'll put it there. Hey, we can make food boxes now. Fantastic. And now we can make the plant analyzer. High underground temperature. So we have to do something to fix the underground temperature. So the above ground temperature is fine, but the underground temperature is a problem. So that means the water is hot. Alright, planet analyzer. We need a computer and 2 antennas. What's the computer want? 10 circuit boards. Alright. 1, 2 antennas. 10 circuit boards. And I'll give us a computer. Alright. So now, put the plant analyzer down. And now we get the actual challenges on the game. Okay, so we find sulfur deposits, we get the material analyzer now. Rock deposit scanner. Oh. Completed terraformation. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we do have some nuclear up there. We got some super hot regions. Alright, so build an area fertilizer to enhance quality of vegetation. At which point, that's going to unlock the geoscanner. Scanner that uses a sample to find large ore deposits planet-wide with low accuracy. Okay. Interesting. Gold deposits, reinforced compartment. Alright, so we gotta work on fertilizing the area. Lava problem. Planet's molten landscape makes habitation impossible, demanding a large-scale solution. Complete the next objective in the planet analyzer. Okay. Alright, so we get the sulfur analyzed, and we'll be able to make our energy cell for our spaceship. Gold ore. Sulfur ore is also going to unlock. Okay, so as we build one of these little solar panels, we'll be able to make the large solar panel, which is resistant to extreme conditions. Okay. So then what does the area fertilizer want? So I'm seeing it wants something with sulfur, it looks like. Am I blind? Oh, that's what it's telling me. Okay, so I have to make one of these. Which needs 2 microscopes and 2 sensor arrays. Okay. Apparently I need to go touch some stuff. Okay, I thought I saw a cave over here. I did. So maybe we can find something in here. Rocks, sulfur. Alright, that gives us area fertilizer. Look at all the quartz that's in here. Oh my goodness. A little bit handy to go in this cave earlier. Alright. Area fertilizer. It wants filters. Alright, what do filters need? Interesting. %40 fertile. I think that's about as good as it's going to get right now with the high temperature. But we have fertilized it, so iron plates, sulfur ore. Alright. So this one's 10 filters. Alright, let's go grab enough sulfur to make one of these. So I think we're going to have to do that before we can actually get that material analyzer. This thing just keeps going deeper and deeper. Oh my goodness. Look how deep this place is going. This is insane. Okay. Warning, high temperatures. Alright, let's try putting one of these here. How do I get out? Alright, how much sulfur do I have? I got 20. Alright, that's plenty. We can come back and grab more. Basically, just keep running uphill. Alright. Yes, I saw the diamond, and I would grab it, but I got nowhere to put it at, and it's going to eat up space in my inventory right now. So, I'm going to hold off on grabbing that. Oh, low oxygen. Alright, we're going to see if we can fix the low oxygen problem. Alright, 10 filters. Next Let's just go ahead and make that our recipe up there. We need 4 rotors. That's going to use up all the rubber belts I've got. And then we need some iron beams. Alright. Now, let's put this down like somewhere over here, I guess. Oh, that has to be complicated like that, doesn't it? Okay. How much water does it want? 100. Alright, so we need to make 2 more of these. So I need more rotors. Which means we need more rubber. So we're going to collect everything out of here. Okay. Now, over here to the workbench. Alright, we're going to make 10 of these. Those last me a lot longer. Alright, now, just as much as we can. Make as many of these as we can. Okay. Just let it make all the rotors we can. Alright. Because we're going to need to do a thing. Put a pipe hub down there. Then we need 2 of these. Alright, so that should give it exactly the water it's looking for. Oh, we don't have enough power. No, it's going to be too hot for that. You know what? We're going to go ahead and build this. Alright. It does not appear to be going above 40%. This is as good as this is getting. Well, I built the thing it told me to. Okay. We just gotta wait for this to kind of build up. Microscopes. Cobalt ore. Sulfur ore. Okay. And we're getting real close to the point that we start building the more complicated builds. We are just about at the point that we can actually put fuel in the spaceship, though. Oh, no, 50% per all. It is going up. Well, we're going to let it do its thing then. And I'm going to take a moment to grab a smoke. I appreciate everybody that's been here, everybody that's stopped by. Because I know it's Christmas Day, so not a normal day for me to stream. But I'm so happy all y'all are here. I have a suspicion that what we have to do is that we got to get that material analyzer going. And that material analyzer, that's going to be what's going to give us what we need for the magic trick to help cool off the planet. No, why? See, this is my question. Some of these planets that they've chosen, they wanted us to make habitable. You look at a planet like this, and you're left going, there's no water. Why would you want me to make this remotely habitable? Who do you plan on sending here? But this also works out for, because I know Pi wasn't able to join me tonight, and normally he and I play this together. But this has us at the point where I've got the basics out of the way. which makes it easier for him to roam around and explore the way he likes to. Because it took a little while to get the basics in place, because trying to roam around and explore without that wasn't going to happen. So at least now the materials are there to be able to build yourself a house, to be able to build yourself, little waypoints and whatnot as you go and explore and try to find things. So I'll be interested to see what this geoanalyzer does. And we could probably unlock... Oh. I wonder what that will unlock. That'll unlock a lot of stuff. Because if I go and mine the graphite up on the hill, that's going to unlock the carbon refinery, I think. So getting a carbon refinery unlocked, that's going to help out a ton. All right. Oh, not enough power because this is not quite where we need it to be. So, I'll tell you what, we will slap down one of these bad boys right here. There we go. Now that'll run non-stop. Alright, this only takes it to 50% fertile. That's as good as it gets. Because hot. And yeah, we've stopped. We're at 916. Now the nice thing is that we can produce water wherever we want to. So, in theory, what I should be able to do, provided I have enough rotors, I do not. We need to go make more rubber. Need to make more rubber and more belts. I really wish there was a take all button. Oh, there we go. Control. Holding control is take all. Alright, now we're going to take all that and we're going to make as much as we can. Because we got plenty of food on us, so don't need to make more food. Alright. Then we are going to make all the rubber belts we can. Okay. And now we're going to make all the rotors we can. All right. All right, now that we've got that set, now, speaking of food, now we're going to come down here to this area that's not fertilized. I think this is a nice spot to try to do this in. So we are going to put, oh, we need iron beams, shoot, and filters. Iron beams and filters. Alright. And we need organic. Alright, well, we'll get the 3 water pieces put in. Okay. Then we need to grab some organic. We're going to skip the little tiny fertilizer. Because we keep seeing that it's got high underground temperature. We need organic. Okay. We need iron beams and filters. Okay, iron beams. Alright. Now. I guess that's what we need for that. Still need 2 more iron beams. So all we're going to do is make this tree greenhouse. Then we're going to make the area fertilizer. So. And come to think of it, these are going to need more power because we barely. Well, it's not complaining about it yet. Alright. Well, I want to put this here. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. And you're going to go there. Alright, tree greenhouse. Here first. So I can aim. Area fertilizer. You go here. Put one of these down right here. And this pipe goes there. This pipe goes there. And then this pipe goes right there. Yeah, they're not getting enough power. Okay, so at the moment, my best way to get power though Alright, give that a little bit of time. It's part of a way where it should help green up everything. I mean, when I say green up, looks like all it's doing is growing moss, but hey, we're growing something. Not gonna complain. It's got plenty of water, it's got its power. Okay. The geoscanner. What is this thing? It wants sensor arrays. What does sensor arrays want? Whatever they want, I haven't touched. Alright, let's go check the cave over by the quartz. Sulfur deposits. Gold deposits. Okay. Sulfur and gold, the difference in the yellow is not a lot. Well, at least now I know there's sulfur deposits nearby. I want to go explore this cave over here. See what it's got in it. Where's that cave? It's right here somewhere. Huh. I could have sworn there was a cave over here somewhere. Am I just not seeing it? Oh, there's a cave over here. Oh, here it is. Osmium, diamond, sulfur, sulfur, osmium, osmium, sulfur. Alright, so this cave seems to be osmium and sulfur. Okay. Yeah, I thought I already touched osmium. Okay. Okay, grabbing the diamond didn't unlock anything. So I'm missing something. Let's see, I can't build a refiner. Wait, what is this? Oh, I can build a refiner. Oh. Okay. Um. Okay, I gotta think about this one for a second. So we can do the refined cobalt. And honestly, getting refined cobalt going into a warehouse would be fantastic because then we can start building our, what I like to call our power poles. We have more than enough iron over here to have an iron beam factory running. Hey, the iron beams take forever to make, but at least they'd be in our inventory. Huh. Choices. At the same time, I'm going, there's something we haven't touched. So we get the microscope and everything. Because sensor arrays needed, I don't remember what now, but the sensor arrays needed something that we haven't touched yet. Well, we'll go over here. Gold. Gold is what we haven't touched. And the refiner will give us roads and oh, two different versions of the warehouse. Interesting. Alright. I think I saw gold. I think I saw gold over that other cave. Or did I? Was it just sulfur? May have just been sulfur. But we can grab some gold. That looks like gold is the next thing to really give us a major advancement. So how's everybody doing tonight? Y'all been awfully quiet over there in chat land. I'm pretty certain it was sulfur in here. Yeah. Okay. I'm not seeing gold. Alright. Go back and get our oxygen. Mostly so we can actually check the map because we can see the large gold deposits now. That's sulfur. So gold is way over there. That's a long ways to go. It's a long ways to travel. And so much of this map we have not even come close to exploring. So many choices. I've got to think about this for a moment. Oops. Oh. I only see one gold node on the map currently. And it's awful because, this thing's actually doing a pretty heavy scan. And it looks like there's nothing between here and that quartz deposit. This area here looks like it is just devoid of any resources. That's sulfur, sulfur, gold way over there. But we have this cobalt deposit right here that we could use to make refined cobalt. Refined cobalt, that would let us get the battery for the ship. I think that actually might be worthwhile. We may have to say that till next time, though. Because, sadly, I apologize to you guys, chat, but sadly, DDG's kind of feeling a little on the sleepy side. Been some late nights recently, so. But I wanted to get a stream in tonight, so we got a lot done on here. We got 2 warehouses. We got all the basics in, where it'll be easy enough to craft what we need for the moment. Couple things that would be handy is if I went down to a sulfur deposit and just let sulfur just run raw into a warehouse. But then that would want extra electricity, and we'd want to make sure all the electrical grid was all connected. Let's see. Does this actually cover the? It does cover. It does cover where that sulfur's at. I don't know if my oxygen's going to last that long. All right, yeah, chat. I think this is probably what we're gonna call it for tonight. Oh, sorry. We got enough people here to where I'm gonna take a quick look, see if anybody's on. Let's see. I think that's where he's got 2 different lives going on. Okay. Well, to be perfectly honest, Chad, I don't see anybody I don't see anybody to redirect to. So, I'm going to wish all y'all Merry Christmas. And thank you, everybody that's been here. Thank you for smashing that like button. And, well, I will catch up to you on the next stream. Y'all have a great night.